But you know what though? That even if you wanna walk around and shit, Rob, that'll be cool for the cameras and shit too. So motherfuckers could just kind of do what they do. Let's try some new shit on this one. It's the first one, so it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. It's cool. I definitely just move along. Actually, I was in here a little earlier, before anybody. Once he first sent me the link, I jumped right on in and checked it out. Before he hit it, he didn't have nearly all of this stuff up in here when I first came in. He definitely didn't have that nickel, that Rob, that real life Rob right there when I first came in here. That's cold blooded. They definitely wasn't in here. And then I was able to send a few more. I was able to send a few more images after the fact. So he added them like rapid fire in this bitch. Man.
Man, you got that energy, bro. So hey, I'm gonna start it off for you, man. Let's get it popping, shooting the shit. Start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, it's your boy, Kaveli White. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here kicking it with the homeboys. You already know we got TooiLLY behind the motherfucking camera. And you know I got my mans with me. My man, TooiLLY. Illy, how you feeling?
Man, I'm chilling, man. I'm feeling the vibes in this motherfucker, man. Like shit, loose change all around. God damn it, let's talk our shit, man.
Hey, Illy, man, I'm missing my homeboy. I'm missing my homeboy Naked Nuts, but that's okay because we got two more homeboys in here kicking it with us. And we having a good time. We's having so much of a good damn time that we forgot to start the show. We got the homeboy Robb Nickels. Robb
in the
Nickels.
fucking building.
What it do, y'all? What it do, man? We up in here on TooiLLY, my man, Kaveli, what it up to, Illy? Man, thank y'all for having me on the show, man. I appreciate it.
No doubt,
Yeah,
no
man.
doubt.
We happy to have you, bro. And we see you got your homeboy, our homeboy, our family. You know what I'm saying? The homeboy now with you too. You know what I'm saying? So
It's Batman. You know what I'm saying? When you see Batman, you gonna see Batman. And y'all already know how it's being now wrong. So it still goes on and it's about to get stronger. Get bigger this shit.
Okay, that's what I like to hear, fam. And we got the homeboy TKO Music. Look like he just popped up. You know what I'm saying? So thanks for coming in, TKO. You know what I'm saying? We interviewing the homeboy Rob, kicking it with him. You know what I'm saying? So, just hang. Shit, we might all could do a little discussion at the end if my man Rob is up with it. So, Rob, I ain't gonna keep you for too long, man. But you're an incredible artist, man, and you're an incredible person. And I've been able to get to know you, man, kind of musically, and a little bit aesthetically over these past few months, bro. But can you tell the people where you from, Rob? Where you hail from, bro?
I hail from nowhere else but Southwest Detroit, Michigan, man. My man's is cracking them 49ers upside their head right now. You hear what I'm saying to you?
I knew he was about to talk shit.
You already knew I was about to talk my shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, Southwest Detroit, Michigan, baby. That's where we are from. Feeling good. We're feeling good, man. I think it's gonna be a good year for me because this all of the energies are lining up.
Where do you consider Detroit at, or Michigan? Would that be like north, or would it be Midwest? Like how do you classify?
They technically declare this the Midwest. I don't know. It's closer to the east than it is to the Midwest to me. But who am I?
Well, I tell you what. I'd rather claim you, Rob. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm Midwest. You know what I'm saying? And so I would be honored to have you in the Midwest tribe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that's all I've ever claimed it. Ever since they say where you from in the United U.S., I say I'm from the Midwest. So that's all I've ever known. So yes, sir, absolutely. All of these people, all of these areas in the Midwest is my people. Chicago, Missouri, Ohio, Indiana, Indianapolis, all that right over there, St. Louis, all that. That's our stomping ground. So you know how they go. Wisconsin.
My family, Rob, they come from Mississippi. And so
Okay.
some of my family came here to St. Louis, Missouri, and some of them moved out there to the D. So I do got
Okay.
family in the D, Mr. Nickels. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I remember you saying that, my baby. I remember you saying that for sure, for sure. Yeah, man. Detroit has an incredible history, man. It's just the leaders of this city weren't forward thinking enough. The automakers were, they were the Debo. So what the automakers say it went. They had more unionized workers than everybody else. General Motors is always the biggest employer in the world. So they dictated how the future would be. And unfortunately, they didn't gear up fast enough for the future. So that's why we had that decline like that. We had the craziness with the economy and all that, blah, blah, blah. So, but it's an incredible place. The birth from Motown and so many incredible artists that have come out of here. From Anita Baker, Stevie Wonder, the
Mm,
Temptations. It goes on and on and on and on. So,
mm,
not to mention some of the greatest producers in the world, Berry Gordy, and those kind of types of, and it's just
mm,
incredible. So, I mean, even all the way to sports, the Jalen Roses and all of these kind of major
mm.
people that come out of the city. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on, and then of
Talk
course
your shit.
you got that dope motherfucker hip hop artist that's legendary, Robb Nickels. So I'm playing my part too.
Okay. Okay. That's what I like to hear, Rob, man. Illy, did I
Yeah.
step on your toes, bro? Did you wanna say something,
No,
Illy?
no, 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 no,
Nah, nah,
no,
nah,
no.
nah, nah, nah. He over there preaching, man. I'm letting
Oh, you
bro
say
preach
Tootie,
over
yeah.
there, man. I'm let, bro over
Nah, I
there preaching
appreciate it,
right
bro.
now. I promise you. Hell yeah. Talk your
Oh,
shit, bro.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Rob talking that good shit, Rob. So I mean, so how did Detroit kind of influence you, man, coming up, in the game, as a trying to do your thing as a hip hop artist, man? How has your environment influenced you, bro?
Man, bro, I have to be honest with you, man. In comparison to what some artists are able to do coming up in their early years of making it in the industry, mine were so incredible. It was so eventful. I mean, event filled, bro. I mean, completely event filled. From the point that I decided I wanted, because I was, remember I'm a golden era hip hop artist. So before I was rapping, I was breakdancing. Right, so and I was good.
Mm.
You know what I mean? As a
He said he
breakdancer, we
was
had
good. Let's go.
yeah, I was. I ain't no joke. I can't see these young cats today. They're amazing today. We couldn't touch them. Like, I mean, sure, but you have to watch them today to see. They more like acrobats than they are breakdancers. I'm like shit. But so when rap came in, right, and I started doing that, the breakdancing kind of started phasing out because it was cooler to be a rapper. Shit, the rappers got more girls, right? So,
Right.
so turns out though, one of my homeboys named Quentin Sharp, he's the one that actually introduced me. I had already been listening to rap, Sugar Hill Gang, Curtis Blow, all of that kind of stuff, but I never had decided I wanted to try to rap myself. Never even had thought about it, right? Of course, I was writing poems though. So it was the same thing. I just didn't think about putting it to the beat. So my homeboy came down and he was like, yo, let me show you how to rap. So he showed me how to put the bars on the beat. And I took it from there. Right? And it just went crazy from there. From the sort of point I started rapping. And again, the influence is talking about going back that far. My influence was East Coast rappers, right? Of course, that's all we was able to really hear, Sugar Hill Gang, Curtis Blow, Grandmaster Flash Furious 5, those kind of artists, back in Love Boat, Starsky, Soul Sonic 4s, those groups. So all we knew was back then was how to perform because those guys were trying to keep up with Parliament Funkadelic and those kind of groups, so they had to dress real flashy and have a real stage performance. So this is what I grew up listening and watching. You know what I mean? So when I got groomed as an artist, my first experience of being professionally groomed as an artist is when I got with a guy named Jules Silas. We're still good friends. He's like my big brother. He's the one that developed me as my first real artist, my first real producer. The name of our crew was called The Posse. It's going to be a movie about this. I'm just heads up on this. It's incredible. And The Posse was a group
Oh,
of rappers, DJs, and dancers. We was all from the ages like 13 to like 17. And I'm talking about we were deep, bro. I'm talking about we was 200 deep, easy, easy,
mm,
easy. We had rules, we had dues. the studio. My man had the studio. We had, you know what I'm saying? We had, it was like a fraternity. You had to gain stripes. You had to do gopher work. You had to learn to be disciplined. You had to take humility. I mean, the whole shebang, though. So you know what I mean? So that was my development. And because of that development, I've always kept that work ethic of trying to be absolutely impeccable with my precision, my performance, my preparation, and everything.
Let's key in on that for a little bit, bro. So I mean, was it like something that was already going before you met your homeboy who had this, who y'all came up with this with? Is this something that you were a part of from the very beginning, that y'all just kind of spinning the gear? Like, tell me about it. Was it, you call it V Passe?
Yeah, it's called Deposse. Yep, it was called
V
Deposse.
Passe.
And that's a great question because no, I was not there from the very beginning. I was an early on member, but I wasn't there from the very beginning. I wasn't there. It had been going on for probably by the time I got there for probably a year at that point for easy.
Mm.
I was already in the music, doing my thing in the music industry, trying to find now. I was in high school and really trying to start to find a place that I could go and really record and really do this seriously. I had met a few people that had went and had some wax pressed up. That's back when 45s and stuff was still being cassette tapes were still being
Okay.
manufactured. And
Hey, niggas, it sound like y'all was on y'all Beat Street vibes a little bit, man.
yeah, we was,
Word.
man. We was, man. We was, bro. We real talk. And so so I was like, man, trying to figure out how I can go ahead and get in the studio and see how much it was gonna cost. And we're still having. So I was just doing block parties and stuff like that. I was doing battles, going from hood to hood, battling cats at different schools, lighting their ass up every chance I got. That was my only way that I knew I could get some. You know what I mean? every chance that I could, I'm going. One of my homeboys come to my school one day and say, "Hey, bro, it's this dude at my school talking about he eat," because he was my dancer as well, my homeboy. Yeah, I call him my brother. And so he went to Murray Wright, I went to Southwestern. So he said he want to battle you tomorrow. Man, I skipped school and went up to their school, snuck into school, into their lunchroom. Ate his ass up at their lunchroom table.
Oh
Ate
my
his
goodness.
ass up.
Wait a minute.
Ate
So
his
it
ass
wasn't
up.
even it wasn't even a competition.
Man, zero. See, my confidence level was always so big when I come to a battle that it's hard to overcome that. And then I'm sweet. You know what I mean? So I make you frog up because I'm just that confident that I don't think I mean I don't know if y'all just now I don't know if y'all came to that battle I just had recently with King TR. Hey, the judges say I lost by a few points, but the audience say I won. They when they judged it, it said 65-35 me. So you tell me, a
Yo, you
group of
gotta
five
send me
judges
that
or
link, bro.
audience 100. You know what I mean? so
Send me that
so
link, Rob.
but
Send
yeah,
me that
man.
link.
But
I want to see that.
I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna make sure I get it because I know Thanos put it out there with the AGS. Let me definitely get it for you so you can judge for yourself. Yeah, I
I
mean,
got to
but
have that. Yeah, I would have see.
so Deep was already going. This is how I end up running into him, right? I was always downtown Detroit every year. We have a lot of festivals. Everything from the beer fest, country fest, and then it might stem from the fireworks, African American festival, the electronic festival. There's one every weekend during the summer. Right, and so as an artist, I was trying to figure out, how could I? Because I'm still doing breakdancing, but I'm rapping now. You know what I mean too. So we still going out and breakdancing too whenever we get into a breakdance battle. So that's still happening. Right, right. So we go down into we down in Hart Plaza trying to do our thing, and it so happens it's a good rap concert going on. Now I got my dancers. Now I'm gonna tell you, Big Daddy Kane and Rakim are my rap mentors. There's some other ones, but those are my top two. Those are my top two.
Okay.
Rakim considerably first, and then Big Daddy Kane. I like Big Daddy Kane because he had flow too, but he had the ladies, and that was me. You know what I mean? Ron was serious. Ron was like, I ain't no joke. Ron told you he wasn't no joke. And I ain't no joke all of the time, so that's why I like Ron. Right? So his bars are impeccable. Then Kane had bars too, but Kane had the ladies, and Kane could dance, so could I. Right? So
Oh.
so I had my dancers. He had Scoob and Scrap. I had Night and Day. You know what I mean? So we was cold blooded, but nobody was touching my dancers. I had the best dancers in the city. Everybody knows it. Everybody. everybody, right? So, bro, so we happened to be down at the plaza, and we seen these people performing. It was a group of young people our age, and they lighting the stage up, bro. I'm jealous, actually. I'm like, man, fuck them. I'm hating. I'm hating a little bit. I want to be up there. You know what I mean? It's like especially when I'm looking at some of them I know I'm better than. You know, so I'm not trying to be like that, but I know some of these acts that I was looking at that I was way better than. And
that's right.
So it turns out, my homeboy, he says, bro, I know dude, one of the dancers. You know what I'm saying? And two of the dancers, they was named Flim and Flam. They happen to be homeboys. So I didn't get to meet anybody at that time. Didn't know I was going to ever see these people again, but I was like, damn, that's what I want to do, that kind of stuff. How about a few months later, my brother called me, I go scoop him up, and he said, bro, I ran into Flim and Flam, and they took me over to Jewel House. I'm like, who the Jewel? He said, you remember we were downtown at the Hard Plaza? I was like, yeah. He said, he's them. He was like, they want to hear you. I was like, what? Let's go. Ah! We going crazy, right? So I go over there, and it's a house on the west side of Detroit, at 2930 Pasadena. I always remember that because that's where I got my start for real in this game. 2930 Pasadena, and go through the door. And there's people in there, you know, blah blah blah, introduce blah blah blah. So I go downstairs to the studio, and there's Jewel. It's a small little studio, but it's got the small reel to reel, but it's dope, guys. It's first studio I done been in. You know what I mean?
That's
so
right.
I'm ready to go. So I'm like, oh, this is dope, you know. So we kick it for a minute. He asked me some questions to see about blah blah blah, all of that. And so I drop a little something to him. He gives me some acknowledgement, but he ain't overboard or saying nothing. So I can't really judge it. I can't really judge what he's saying, what he's thinking. So he said, well, he explained to me what D Posse was. And D Posse was a group, was this organization of young people headed by him that was put together to one, first and foremost, to showcase our talent, be able to show us how to be artists, proper artists, how to perform properly, how to do interviews and all of that type of stuff, how to be in front of,
real quick, hold on.
Go ahead.
Did y'all hear something? Okay. It just stopped. Okay, go ahead. Continue, Rob.
Oh, my bad. My alarm was going stupid. My bad. I didn't even realize that was so it was kind of he was headed by him, but it was organized and ran by us. Right. So we had a writing team, we had a dancing team, we had a DJ team, we had you know what I mean, all of those different teams, and we had leaders of those teams, and we had meetings and all of the practices and all kind of stuff, bro. It was just organized that way. And so it wasn't something that I made myself. It was something I was very, very blessed to be happen to be a part of. And it forever changed me changed my career as an artist, no question.
Bro, that sounds amazing, my dude. So I mean, with that being said, bro, like how long have you been doing this thing we call hip hop, bro?
For real, I started rapping in the 7th grade, and I am 51 now. So I signed my first record deal when I was 18. So last year I made 33 years. This year will be 34 years professionally. I first sold my first record, you know. But I was rapping quite a long time before that. So yeah, it's been a long time.
So would you credit you would credit your start coming from 2930 Pasadena? Is that correct?
2930. That's where it officially really got started. You know, it started in Southwest Detroit, but you know that's where I started getting my beak wet. You know, and then trying to flap on my wings a bit, learning what I need to learn, battle the neighborhood dudes, you know, that type of deal. So that's where the ground roots are. But the official, when I first looked at, because what happened with that, that's an interesting story on that. When you came in, here's one of the structures of B Posse. When you came into B Posse, you had two classifications of members. You had thoroughbreds and you had crabs. All right, it was the concept based off of fraternity type of concept. When you came in as a crab, that's exactly what you were. You are privileged to be a part of this because you couldn't just come in. You had to audition in front of a group of your peers, and your peers had to decide whether you was going to be in the organization or not. and everybody didn't make it. You know what I mean? For real, you had to have a series of if you was a rapper, you couldn't just have this is real talk. You couldn't just have say all gangster shit. Let's say how they get all trap rap. That's all they know how to do. You wouldn't have made it in the deep posse. You need to have trap. You need to have gangster. You need to have some storytelling. You need to have some pop. You need to have some R&B. You need to have some gospel. You need to be have that all. And that's what we were looking for. You know what I mean? And we had all of this organized, and so you came in and you worked your way up the ranks, right? So I'm a go getter. I always have been. I think it's just by nature. And I came in, and then being as good as I was, I'm so dedicated to my craft. That's what made me better. So let me make that clear. It wasn't because I'm just some special ass rapper. It's just that I'm so much more dedicated to my craft than other rappers are. So that's what made me better then. That's what makes me better now. So what happened is I raised myself through the ranks to where I became Jules' right hand man. I'm talking about I became it. I wasn't trying. I didn't kiss no ass. I just came in there boy and told out. I didn't complain. I was the crab the longest of anybody that had been a crab at that point. Everybody else was able to. And this is the way you had to cross over. You either had to do 3 shows and rock them bitches. You couldn't just do them. You had to rock them. Well, that was 3 shows, and that could take some time depending on how many shows was lined up. You know what I mean? Right. Or you had to do some type of, you had to gain some clout. You had to do some credits or go for work. You might have had to do something smart. Came up with something, that can help somebody else out inside of the crew. That'll get you points. By any thoroughbred can get you points. A quarter a point, a half a point. You know what I'm saying? That kind of deal. Until you got a full 3 points. It took me the longest to get 3 points, boy. It took me over a year. That was the longest of any crowd because there wasn't hardly any shows in there. So I would go for working my ass off, and they wasn't giving me hardly no points. Right? But I'm the best rapper around in there, just about. But I'm humble because I'm a part of this. I felt so good being belonging to something that's so positive. How the hell could I not want to be with this? You know what I mean? We actually doing something for real. So finally, he got my chance. We had my guy had a cousin that owned a club, and it was called Flirts, and it was a dude in there that was dissing us hard, like he can rap, and he pissed my man off. So he got on the mic and he said, "Yo, what Robb Nickels?" He said, "No, my name was Rob Fresh back then. It wasn't Robb Nickels."
Okay.
So he said, "Where Rob Fresh at?" So he's up here. So they pulled me up there. He said, "This fool, blah 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 blah." He said, "I tell you what, if you crush him right now, you'll cross the night." Oh, what? Oh, the whole crew was in there this night. I'm talking about the whole crew. This place was jam packed. Man, I lit this motherfucker up, bro. What? I'm going to get my stripes. I'm about to cross. What? You know how long I've been waiting to cross and I didn't know I was going to cross tonight? Oh, I'm hungry. I'm extra hungry for this. I'm about to kill you. I hope you don't die.
Let's go.
Right? Boy, I gave him the business. And bro, it was like winning the championship. It was like winning the Super Bowl, getting carried around the room. Like, you just did. And it was. For us, that was an important achievement, because we worked hard to get there. And that's how we as young people, we're pure groups. And I truly believe that's what these young people are missing today.
Man, that's what the hell I like to hear, man. So from all the way from Southwest Detroit to 2930 Pasadena, started as a crab, had to work his way up to a thoroughbred, and you look around the corner, and February the 2nd, 2024, here comes No Hook Necessary. And bro, I had the privilege of being able to listen to that joint, Rob. And you and your partner, y'all really came different on that, but I wouldn't expect nothing else. I wouldn't expect nothing less from Detroit's finest, man. Can you tell me about that track, and are you excited about dropping that joint?
Oh, Kaveli, the motherfucking Punisher White is asking the best questions a brother can ask in this joint. Bro, I am extremely excited, bro. I'm extremely excited. That's my man, Check Banchero, rocking on that thing, also known as Quacklemore. He rocks out with Ducks at Dipper Quacks. The Duck Father was in here earlier, but like he kind of dipped out. So that's something that's a part of that crew. But him and I decided we was gonna rock a few things together over this year coming. I heard him. Duck introduced us a few weeks ago, a little bit over a month or so ago now, and I just was feeling his vibe. I've been having this track for quite some time now, and I just been like really hesitant to write to it because I was like I wanted to feel it because I like the track so much, right? So I was like I don't want to just put anything on the track. I'm gonna wait till it calls for what it wants, and so I heard him and I was like, bro, I love to have you on this track. He's like, cool. Threw it to him. He sent me back 3 verses, bro. He was not playing. He was not playing. He was like, he was like, take your pick which one you want. I was like, damn. Like, I love that. Right? So the first verse was incredible. We locked it in. Took us a little time to get it mixed, you know what I mean, because I hadn't had the equipment yet. So we went through the few little change, but it's okay. It's still working out all right. And he went first. And it's crazy because I had an idea to do something completely different to the track. I wanted to do it. To me, it was sounding something like some of that Fat Joe Lane Back kind of deal. You know what I mean? I was just talking about doing some of that, right? But when he tried to write to it that way, he was like, Rob, I just ain't feeling it that way. So I said, you know what? I said, I'll tell you what. I said, me, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I can turn it on and off like a light switch. So you write whatever you feel, and I'll ride with you. You know, so he said, all right, cool. So that's what he came back with. And I said, all right. And I turned that shit on. You know what I mean? And you got what you got. No hook necessary.
Yes, you did.
And
I appreciate you,
bro.
For sending that over to me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Letting me check that out, man. And because I love those tracks like that where Illy just kind of he sent me a joint the other day and he was telling me, he's like, yo, I kind of just want you to bang off on this one. And you, even though it's no hook, it's still an element to how you kind of have to paint the track. And I think you both did a great job at still painting the track.
I appreciate that, bro. That definitely was the idea. Because it was so short, I knew we couldn't do a hook like that and make it effective. You know what I mean? It would just wouldn't. It have felt incomplete. So I said the only way once I listened to it a billion times, and then the song just said, "This is what I want. I want you to put somebody else on the front, a small piece right here in this break, and I want you to go crazy on the ear." I said, "Okay, song, I do that."
Hey, yo, don't tracks like that, yo. Because, like a lot of times it be like the focus be on the hook. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like the verses really be like the feature. You know what I'm saying? But when it's a track where it's just all verse on there, you know what I'm saying? You can really, you know what I'm saying? Like you really got to go off. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got something to say, you have to go
off. You got to go off, though. And I think we both went off. But I was feeding off of his fire. And I told him in the end, I was like, really, bro, I'm glad that we did it that way because for me as an artist at this point in the game, a golden era artist at this point in the game, it's crucial that I stay true to myself. I still stay to my roots, but I need to be able to show evolution at the same time. I need to be able to show that I can still pick up the pace and still be able to be as fire and as relative as any other artist. You know what I mean? Without even the consideration of age or time or experience. I just want people to hear it. They say, fuck, I like that. You know what I mean? So I appreciate him because it allowed me to, because that may have been archaic. That idea of that Fat Joe type of deal might have been archaic on this track. It maybe even discounted the track even. So being flexible enough to say, hey, let me ride with Young Dog. Young Dog know what the fuck he feeling. You know what I mean? If you're a vet enough, and this is what I'm saying to myself, if you're a veteran enough, if you do this well enough, if you are truly that legend that you call yourself, you can turn it on and off like a light switch. And I've always been able to do that. So,
man, that's dope as a motherfucker, man. And so with that being said, man, No Hook Necessary is coming out February the 2nd. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers better be ready for that shit. Can you let us know, Rob, how we get our hands on that? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tomorrow, I'm just waiting. I was going to do it on my phone, on my tablet, but I do not trust either one of these devices. I'm afraid of making a mistake on sound while I'm in, right? So I got a new laptop coming tomorrow to be here before noon. So tomorrow, me and Check just got all of the files together that we're doing because there's a couple of things that's gonna happen with this. We're gonna make it kind of like a contest over the years, some extra artwork. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a contest involved with it. The No Hooks Bar contest. The No Hooks Necessary contest where you're gonna get the instrumental, and you and another rapper can be a part of the contest, or you can take his verse and you can take his verse and rap and do rap my verse, or you can take my verse and rap his verse. Not his verse, but you know what I'm saying, in place of his verse. So you know what I'm saying. If you like my verse, you can rap with me. If you like his verse, you can rap with him, or you can two new rappers all together. And so we're gonna come and bang it back out here in the metaverse. Give the community the opportunity to choose which song is the best. We're gonna put our stamp of approval on it. We're gonna one it for them and probably throw them some crypto or some shit. Put their name out here on the blockchain.
That's an alpha alert right there.
So look for that tomorrow. My bad. So look for it tomorrow. I'll make sure that I share it everywhere. As soon as my computer come in, I can open that motherfucker up and log into sound. It's ready to go because I got all of the files.
Man, that's an alpha alert, man.
Nickels getting the community involved, man. Getting the community involved. I like that.
That is sick. Yeah. That's a very great idea, man. And so, man, like, cause I love your style, and I love my man Illy style, and I know that y'all made a connection. So, like, cause we was talking on the back end right before we turned the cameras on. So, you know, when Robb and Illy product, you know what I'm saying? Are we gonna get to see that?
Man, look at here. Let me tell you something about that one right there, my baby. So that's gonna drop. Let's see here. I'm mixing that song. I'm going on opposite end of the spectrum. I'm dropping the TooiLLY songs with me and Illy, and a song that I got DJ Payne one created for me. I'm not sure if y'all familiar with Payne, the platinum black guy. He got one he did for me called "Run This Race," and so that's like my God in, and the Illy song is like my devil in. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I might call it polarity or some shit like that. The two song single, So that's getting ready to drop on Cardano. That's getting ready to drop on SoundRig right after. Right, I'm gonna piggyback off of the sound drop for the Cardano drop. So I'm trying to get that done, and probably in the beginning of March after I come back from California, because I got stuff coming up from California with the amazing Sam Sherman, boy.
Man, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear that joint right there, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't wait to hear that.
That's gonna be so fire.
You know what I'm thinking now? I'm thinking, when is the Illy, Robb Nickels, and Kaveli collab? When is that going down? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you tell me how y'all want to do that, baby, because this year, I got the pedal to the metal. I'm trying to put your weight on it. Put your weight on it, as Dolomite would say. Put your weight on it, man.
Yeah.
So, put your drive, nigga, drive is what he would say. So... I'm ready, bro. I'm
with it. Let me know.
Y'all want to do it, man. I'm so excited, bro. Especially now I got this new equipment, bro. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I feel like a kid. I feel like a kid at the candy store.
And we could do something for the ladies too. Now, I mean, since you want the first one, I mean, you had to go on a mask on the first one. I mean, so.
My whole orgasm. My whole orgasm EP for them ladies. I keep something for the ladies, baby. You heard me say my second favorite rapper was Big Daddy Kane because he had the ladies, right? Ain't nothing changed about that.
Let's get it.
I'm ready, bro. I love it, man.
I just want to say, Robb Nickels is so smooth when he talks, y'all. You know, he got that Midwest in him. You know what I'm saying? That Detroit smoothness in him. So what he basically trying to tell y'all is, no hook necessary. You're gonna be able to get it on all platforms, you know what I'm saying? But you got to stay in tune with them, you know what I'm saying, and know what's going on. Reach out to them on the social medias or whatnot, and you'll be able to be a part of that. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
And
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
another thing that I admire about you, bro, is actually how how I know you for real. I believe how we met is a lot of work you did with NF Tempo and the homeboy
Yes.
now on the
Yes.
couch, bro, and like you hosting those spaces,
Yeah.
and you actually you help hosting those contests where Kaveli was getting his ass handed to him, but it's all in fun. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But
Right. 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 Right.
I
Yeah.
just want to know, like, how is that relationship being, and you know what I'm saying, and are you in partnership with NF Tempo? How does how does that work, bro?
Well, my, this is what happens there. I'm not an official partner of NF Tempo. However, you know how when you meet somebody, man, in life, and y'all just ride on that same wavelength, and y'all just like click, bro. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
it's like, when a person that was a lot of time was not said doesn't need to be spoken. It's just understood. That kind
That's
of
right.
shit. I mean, like when you meet a motherfucker, bro, that damn near while you thinking about some shit is saying it, that kind of shit. That's the kind of
Mm.
connection that me and Nial was able to form early on when they approached me to be on in a tempo. I first had my initial interview, onboarding interview with Charlie, but all of the conversation, and Nial told me this later on, that it was actually him that I was actually communicating with, and not Charlie. I just happened to talk to Charlie at that point, which is cool because
Mm-hmm.
thought Charlie was an incredible dude. But after that, and I got finally officially onboarded and was ready to start to actually, get my first drop together. I started tapping in the Discord like right away once that was built, and now was so receptive um, to anything and everything that we were trying to, any help that we needed. He was like, hey, let me know, just talk to me, get on a call with me if you need to, whatever you need to do. Right. So a little time went by, trying to get myself together, make sure I got my account, all that stuff set up. And then finally I was about ready. And so I did. I got on a call with him. And it was the start of the most incredible friendship. We're not friends, but we're brothers. You hear us say Batman
That's
and
right.
Batman. You know what I mean? So we started building from there. He liked the way I was trying to move in his space. He was willing, I was willing to receive some education from him about how to move in his space, some of the better ways to be most effective. And then I got on board, really just like started pushing. And every single day, he and I was staying in conversation. Or at least I was making sure that I did that, and so he could know that I was serious. And then as the days went by, we just became cooler and cooler. And then finally, what happened? I think this was probably what really solidified it completely. Was
Mm-hmm.
they were so willing to come in and assist me with that scavenger hunt campaign. They jumped on board so hard, and was willing to offer XFT along with the XFT that I was giving away and all of that. And I thought that was incredible, and it had a really good effect. And it turned out that we had a good chemistry together in the spaces, and that's what started us actually doing the inner tempo spaces. He had already had the idea that he was going to do that, but it just wasn't solidified yet. So we kind of ran the scavenger hunt spaces right after the scavenger hunt was over with, and it meant it. We still had we was like, man, we started building such a nice audience. We should go ahead and definitely capitalize off of this. So that's when we transferred it over to the inner tempo. Off of their profile, and then being hosted by Nial on inner tempo, and that's when we started doing all of the
Dope.
the battle spaces over mic. That's we actually getting ready to start cranking it back up. So yeah, so that relationship is still extremely strong, never going to motherfucking dissipate. We got some incredible things coming
Yeah.
this year. Incredible shit. Kaveli, if you're running the wall, this is the y'all. You and Illy, this the first. Y'all the first to hear this, and besides a few other people. But we're talking about myself now and Sound Rig and Out There Studios of getting together possibly this year, near probably maybe the third quarter, and putting our funds together to do a venue, a concert venue over in London. We're going to highlight,
Mm.
some artists from over there as the show, as the headliner, and I'm co-headlining, and I'm taking my crew with me so we can blow London up. You know what I mean? You know, so yeah. That's going down. It's going
Man,
down.
that is
That sounds
dope.
fire, bro. I ain't gonna front, man. That sounds fire. That sounds fire.
Yeah. So
That's
let's go,
dope
baby.
as
Let's
fuck.
go. And y'all definitely invited, and we already working together, so that'll just be too fire. We already have songs, and we just said then we can do it. All of us can do a song with the artist is named Peter Goat. He's my man Cam's out the studios artist. He's like banging. He's like #1 on the BBC, one of the BBC charts over there right now. You know what I mean? Cool dude. So yeah, man, it's gonna be some. It's gonna be live, and I would y'all. I would love to have y'all cats with me for real.
Yeah, I mean, man, let's do it, man.
Hey,
I
man.
know Cam. Go ahead, Illy. Go ahead, Illy.
Oh,
I
y'all,
was about
you
to
know
say, just
Cam. Yeah, y'all know Cam, right? Yeah, y'all know Cam. That's right.
fingers
Yeah.
crossed for the bull run, man. 'Cause that'll be a blessing right there, man. For
Yeah,
sure.
man. So,
Yeah,
so,
yeah. I was gonna say, I know Cam, I know Sonny.
yeah,
Sound Rig is what they're doing, not what they're trying to do. What they're doing is really dope. You know what I'm saying? And so I
yeah,
appreciate them, and I appreciate In a Tempo because these guys are willing to talk and work together, even though it's a competition for everybody. It's not a competition. You know what I'm saying? And so
right,
that's what I
right.
respect about those two entities. They
Yes,
talk to each
yes,
other. They're not
yes.
on no weak ass shit. You know what I'm saying? For
No,
lack of a better
no.
term. You know what I'm
For lack of a
saying?
better term, yeah. For lack of a better term, sure.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I find that
And
very, yeah,
oh go,
yeah.
no, and I
I
wanted
find
to
that very
know.
refreshing, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead. I don't want to walk on you.
No, you doing fine. It's just we just having such a good talk. You know what I'm saying? We both want to get
Yeah.
it in. But I wanted to ask you how much music or how many because I know you have a lot of music on NF Tempo. So I just wanted to know like,
Yes.
how many when I go do my XRP and I get ready to cop all my Robb Nickels, you know what I'm saying? How many
Yeah.
joints can I look forward to going to get on NF Tempo?
Right now, there's three. You're the
Okay.
one. Slow it down. I mean, elevator and panties on the floor. Those are the three that are there right now. And
Okay.
right after the sound rig drop, I'm doing a video NFT for No Hook Necessary on NF Tempo. So dropping
Got it.
the uh, the actual music NFT on sound, but the video NFT will be on NF Tempo, and then right after that, there's going to be 4 songs that drop right back to back on NF Tempo after that.
Okay, cool. Cause I wanted to know, cause I'm like, shit, I gotta get my Robb Nickels catalog up, bro. And I'm trying to figure out. So okay,
Yeah.
so where else can I get you on Spotify or my
Yes,
shit
sir.
is
I'm
title.
all.
Can I look you up on
You
title and
definitely
shit?
can. You can catch me as far as the Eargasm collection is actually now all streaming platforms. So whichever your favorite one is, you can listen to it there as well. You can also listen to the Get Money Project, which is the green and black cover over there that you see. Maybe I can get you the link for that. I don't know if you can if they can click the link or whatever, um,
Yeah.
yeah, that's on all of the streaming platforms, Spotify everywhere as well. Then also Slow It Down. What the whole Eargasm EP is there, and You're the One, and also Clowning is there as well. That's another song that I dropped on the
Mm.
streaming platform. So yeah, so
Man, that is so dope. And I know throw your panties on the floor.
yeah,
And I think I remember you're the one too.
okay,
I believe that the middle one, I know I probably heard it too, because I've been to a lot of
yeah,
spaces that you guys do
right,
over there.
right.
But yeah, Rob, man, it's all of it is incredible. And so anybody listening to this interview, I encourage y'all to go support my man Rob, you know what I'm saying, no matter where he dropped, whether it be on Spotify, or Web3 or whatever, man. But speaking of Spotify and Web3, like, how do you differentiate like what you gonna do with your music, bro? Are you like, I mean, do you keep it separate? Do you just drop it all? Like, let's say you drop on Web3, or you gonna drop it on Spotify too? Like, how do you play that, Rob?
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome question, bro. What my plan is, because I come from the more traditional, and Web3 is new for me. Well, now that I'm a vet, I guess I'm considered an OG now in Web3. At this time, it's crazy, but 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 I come from the more traditional, I part of, so I'm from the normal music industry. So I realize and know that still at this point in the game, that's where everybody still is. They're not in Web3 quite yet. So there's it's impossible for us to think at this point that we can just eliminate Web2 out of our complete game. Maybe some artists can feel like they're sustaining, being have a sustainable career with it while just doing Web3. I think it's a little premature to try to do that because it requires so much more work now to try to sustain it in Web3 versus in Web2. There's still a lot of mechanics and tools that you can just throw a few dollars at. A person really has to be willing to invest in themselves. I truly believe in paid advertising. I can't be everywhere all of the time, but my word can be out there getting to the whole world even while I'm not talking to them. You know what I'm saying? So I know that I have to invest in myself in that way. So I use Web2 and traditional standards and means of using the DSPs, of course, and all of that, along with my Web3. But now I do it a little more strategically so that I can pull the most value. I can place the most value to the group of people that I know are going to support me first, and that's my Web3 people. I know I can provide the most value there. They appreciate it more, so I can give it to them first in small doses. I know everybody's not there yet, so I'll give them the small doses, and then once those come out, small doses. Let those people collect and have a good time, and then now what I'm doing with the help of NF Tempo and also a couple other platforms, but specifically with NF Tempo, where they have a second platform called Sound Shares, which is going to allow us to be able to pretty much create our own stock market for ourselves, so by being able to fractionalize sales of our streaming royalties on the DSPs. So this is the plan that I'm doing with the No Hook Necessary, as well as I Love Hip Hop, which I just dropped on VChain. So I'm gonna be dropping those, and then those will be fractionalized, and so those fractionalized shares, and then those will go to the DSPs, and then we'll start the full campaign. People being able to receive rewards and all of that kind of stuff. For I mean, actually, they're gonna make money if they get streamed at that point. They're gonna make some money. So they're gonna be encouraged to stream. So I'm gonna use them in tandem, and then bounce them back and forth, and use the one to continue to onboard the other, especially by using platforms like NF Tempo and Sound and a Sound Rig that have a seamless front end of fiat services on the front end, where people are not going to even realize that they're using the blockchain. So yeah. So I'm linking them together and rolling that campaign along with my motivation, speaking and all of that too.
Yo, that sounds incredible, man. Yeah, don't let me forget about that. Yeah, motivation, because we both recently found out that we both got spaces that we do on Monday. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And we
Right.
and we and
Right.
we
Right.
we
Right.
connected and communicated to make sure we don't bump heads. So
Right.
tell us
Right.
about is yours called Monday? Is it called Monday Motivation, Rob?
Yeah, it's called the Motivation Mission is the actual name of the podcast.
Okay.
And at first it started out as just a true motivation space where I would, and I still give my 10 minutes of motivation in it, but first I was giving like 20 minutes. And that was cool. And then we'll talk a little bit about some things. We was initially keeping everything else outside of the space. It was just really about motivation and some kind of like Zen type shit, safe place, right? But I'm a music maker, so I felt like who needs more motivation than music makers, right? So
Mm-hmm.
now I've condensed it, and I give about 10 minutes of the most powerful motivation I can possibly give you, the most love I can possibly condense in 10 minutes, like a hypernova, and I just blow that shit up for like 10 minutes for you, and then we talk a little bit about it for maybe for 3 or 5 minutes, and then like I had you guys on. If I don't have a artist on, then it goes off into the music open mic. We just started doing the open mic this year, and it turned out off the jump. It's already been very successful. The second one was like we had like 145 people over the whole space over 3 hours. So Yeah, it was real positive. People was coming up, dropping their positivity, dropping their songs. You know, everybody was getting to hear and listen and do all of that. So, yeah, the Motivation Mission is really, truly, truly about that. Every Monday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And now that I have this, it will now be moving here very soon. Or you guys can tell me and show me how I can stream. Like I've been telling you that, how I can go, how I can go from, how I can go from there to here on Mondays at 5.
Let's go. Yeah, hell yeah, man. We could definitely have we get at you and shit, and we'll figure that out. You know what I'm saying? That sounds dope as hell, bro. Like,
That's
you
that
doing that.
2024 transition, goddamn.
Yeah, man. That's the transition, baby. Yeah, man. I'm
If you
loving it,
don't
man.
mind, let me get a shameless plug right on the back of my man, because I go on Twitter like right soon as my man is done. You know what I'm saying? I'll pull up. So after y'all get done fucking with Rob on Monday, make sure y'all fuck with Kaveli. Yeah.
Like right on through. That's how we doing it this year. That's how we
Yeah, the
gotta
plug
do
good.
it. If we don't do that, we gotta make it snowball every chance we can, y'all. Every single
Yeah.
chance. So if it is like if it's your space, my space, whoever, if it's Duck space, it don't matter. We that like you hit me up like, hey, wait a minute. I see we bumping heads a little bit. We need to go and coordinate that. That's exactly what we
Yeah.
gotta do this year. So we can push them all space to space to space to space to space to space. We cannot be denied if we do that.
Hey, that's what it's about, man, because we gotta stick together, man. And with that being
Yep.
said, though, Rob, I want to ask you, because I don't want to keep you all night, because I know,
Hey, bro,
we had
bro, this is what I do for a living. This is what I do for a living. I ain't got no backup plan but this. You know what I mean?
and
So,
not only that, you know what I'm saying, but Ali said, man, listen here, Spade. And well, he calls me Valley. I would do his voice, but he'll get mad at me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to do it on air. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Ali get at me. He said, yo, Valley, we can't do no 2 hour conversations. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
But you know what I do want to do with you, Aldo? We got to have a part 2, because this right here, this
Yeah,
conversation was so productive. It's so beautiful. It's so smooth. Like, I just feel like we owe more to the people. You know what I'm saying? But this is a
yeah.
great,
Word.
it's a great piece to promote. No Hook Necessary, which will be out on February the 2nd. You know what I'm saying? So you'll be able to
Yes, sir.
archive that. But I do want to know, like, what are your overall goals, as an artist, like, like as far as like lifestyle
Yeah.
and catalog, when you look back on it,
Okay.
let's say if you could retire, from this thing that we call hip hop, from the break dancing to the to
Yeah.
the to the Web3 to the music, and what do you where do you want to be? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Really, bro. I tell people, as far as being an artist, I've probably done everything that a major artist has done except get paid. For real. I've
Mm.
toured, I've had the groupies, all of that shit. I mean, I've really done it all at a young age, acting, all of that shit. I was in stage plays, all of that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? So I just hadn't made that real, and the other thing, so money is really isn't the most important thing for me.
It
I've had a
should
really good
be. It
life.
should be,
It,
because we
but
we
it
ain't gonna
is,
we hey
it's
look,
a part of it.
we ain't gonna diminish that, Rob, because you should be
No,
getting paid. You got
yeah,
because we've been talking. We've been talking. You've been doing this
yeah,
for 33 years. You come from
yeah,
Southwest Detroit. You came up from 2930 Pasadena. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You had to
yeah,
do your shows and shit. You started as a crab, and then you came up to a thoroughbred, and it's 2024, and on February the 2nd, No Hook Necessary is coming out. So you
yeah.
deserve to be paid. You know what I'm
My
saying?
dog.
Let's just put that
Yes,
out
sir.
there for the
Yes,
people. You
sir.
know what I'm saying?
My
Hey, go
dog.
ahead, continue.
My dog. Y'all listen to this man. This is a very wise man. You see? Wise men speak wise words, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
sir.
deserve
So
it.
hey, I appreciate it, man. So yeah, man. So now I know that what I really and what's happening now, actually, I'm living the dream that's happening right now. I find really ultimately what I wanted to happen is that I wanted to be heard. That's what the artist really just wants, is somebody to hear them and appreciate what they do. That's really what it is in the ultimate end. That's why I did it in the very beginning. I didn't even know I could make money doing it in the very beginning. So I just wanted to be heard and to be acknowledged as being the incredible talent that I am with the microphone. To be, because I know I'm a wordsmith. I love doing what I do. I always love doing what I do. When I die, put a microphone in the grave with me, the best one you can find. You know what I mean? And so in the near future, I want to be able to take that, and because I'm already being able to do it for my grandchildren and my daughter, but I want to now start to move from being this artist all of the time to being the educator, the motivator, and the humanitarian, to now be able to pass this information on so somebody else can catalog it. So somebody else can keep it and be able to pass it along to somebody else. So that now it never, if it's something that I've been able to do in this lifetime that somebody appreciates or that they think they can learn from or benefit from, it shouldn't be lost with me. So the only way I can make that happen is by creating new things and teaching people. So what I have coming up, definitely it's already in the makes and in the works. I have this is what we're talking about, what I'll be talking to you guys about. We won't go into a whole lot of detail because I can't yet. But I'm creating a platform called W3MU, which stands for Web3 Music University, and it's going to be an educational platform inside of the metaverse that's also going to include many other values and resources and a lot of help, a lot of things for artists, independent artists all over the world. Specifically, going to be starting working with Sunny, doing the Project Simba initiative. Starting with countries in the African diaspora who definitely don't have any access to the things that we have, and they're going to be the ones that are more likely to take advantage of it right away. I think I can have a bigger impact there right there immediately, because unfortunately I believe that coming with this immediately to Western artists is going to fall on deaf ears because we have so many tools. We have so many things that to our accessibility. So we really don't need it. We do, but we don't. It'll be available for all artists. But I don't really think Western artists are going to jump right at it right away because they won't see the value in it right away. But an artist over in a refugee camp who just wants to motherfucking feed itself, they're going to really adapt and want to try to get this information, this education, these opportunities, especially if it's going to help them put some money in their pocket. So this whole thing is already in the making, in the plans. Detailed information. It's really going to be incredible. It's going to help a lot of artists, and it's going to allow me to be able to fulfill that goal of what you just asked me there. Ultimately, I want to make sure that I'm this educator and I'm this motivator, and to truly solidify my space as a legend in music, especially hip hop and rap music. I have to do more than make just incredible music. I have to do some Muhammad Ali shit. You know what I mean? I have to be able to stand up. You know what I mean? I got to do some Muhammad Ali shit. So.
Yeah. Well, man, hey, man, salute to you, man, because like you're a really great person to interview because like your energy is so beautiful and so lovely. You know, you kind of just you already know what it's kind of like we connected. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so you know
Yeah.
it's such a pleasure, man. You know, you drop so many jewels in this conversation, and I hope people really are able to listen to it and pick up things from it. You know what I'm saying? Illy, did you have anything you want to go over with Rob? You know what I'm saying? Before we salute him and get on up out of here?
Nah, shit. To be honest, man, it felt like the interview just started, man. It flowed that well, bro. Like I promise you, man. So, I mean, definitely tons of Drews. You know what I'm saying? Dope vibes only, man. Like, and I could just tell. I mean, just two artists. You know what I'm saying? Just going back and forth like that. You know what I'm saying? It's gems. Like y'all probably picked up on more gems. Just kicking it with each other more than anything. I mean, because y'all two dope artists.
You're probably right, bro. You're probably right. You're probably right about that. And wow, I'm glad you were talking, Illy, because I wanted to correct. What is going on? It's 24-24. That ain't good. Oh, Lord. Anyway. Actually,
I just want my wife up, yo.
Come on, man. Y'all can't do me like that. Don't do me like that.
Yo, it's shook up right now, but yeah.
Actually, that song that was actually I'm doing. I'm mistaken. That's somebody else's song that I wrote. That's the Killing song. But the song that I wrote for yours is called "I'm Gonna Keep It Real With You." Oh my God! Oh my God! I forgot I did this to your song. Oh my goodness.
I already know. I can't wait to hear it. I mean, I'm just gonna.
I'm just gonna give you the hook, right? And say, I'm gonna keep it real with you. No games, just the real deal with you. The words coming out my mouth that are real, so that you gonna exactly know what I'm saying again. I'm gonna keep it real with you. No games, just the real deal with you. The words that's coming out my mouth are real, so you gonna know exactly how I feel when I hit you with it. This is for the real drill with it. Motherfuckers think to see the real still get it. We don't perpetrate this how the real still live it. Robb Nickels in these places how the real deal with it.
Let's go.
This is going down so hard, man. So I'm gonna drop it as soon as I get it. I'm moving next week.
Just the hook.
Man, because I wrote it to way you made the track. Right? I love writing to people to beats. You know, a lot of time I hear producers say, well, send me the rap and I'll make a beat to it. And I'm like, I really don't jive like that. Send me your track. And let me rap to it. Because I can model my rap way better. You know what I'm saying? I feel better about me modeling my rap to your track than you trying to do the reverse. Because sometimes, you know, but anyway. So when I heard the track, I heard that all them bells and the little the chord progression. And so the hook goes along with the chord progression. So this is gonna be some. I'm dropping jewels on this motherfucker so hard. I'm gonna hurt some feelings, baby. Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
But it is one of those tracks. Now, I mean, like you got to spit that like some straight shit. So you got to go at it. You got to go at it. Now, I mean, but I know we about to wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? I know we about to wrap everything up. But I can't wait to hear that, Rob. Can't wait to hear it. Salute to you.
For sure, man. That's gonna be fun, man. So whatever track you guys decide y'all want to get down, bro, just let me know. And you know, just all you gotta do is send it to me. Especially now that I'm about to be set up. So yeah, let's go, fellas. Let's go.
We getting stupid lit. We finna figure that out on the back end. You know what I'm saying? We gonna let Rob talk some more shit to us on the back end. I'm so sorry that y'all that we can't give y'all more. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all attention span is so short these days.
It's so short.
Y'all only want to stick around for 5-10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We gotta cut down the interviews. We can't really dig in. So next time we talk to Rob, we gonna really dig in. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like this was enough. I feel like this was jewel packed. And Rob, I just want to really thank you for coming through and opening up with me, bro. Do you have anything, any last words you want to say, or any last jewels you want to put on people, bro?
Oh man, I just gotta give you cats your flowers because y'all been rocking this thing for a year and I'm moving slow. I'm just not getting here. And this is incredible what y'all doing. This is the next level. This is the level that I know we gotta go to. And Allie, man, bro, oh man, I am so humble and grateful to you for hooking this up and being interested in Robb Nickels enough to be able to do this for me. So I truly appreciate that. I want to give a shout out to my man Nial Cottrell because it's late night for him over there in the UK, but he's still in here. You know, everybody, man, that's listening and that's coming back and going, just tapping in, man. Just keep tapping in with us, bro. We got a big year coming. Let's go.
Yeah. I want to give a big shout out to my homeboy Shaggy Racks. You know what I'm saying? Memphis is in the house.
Hey, Shaggy was in here. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, he been kicking it. He been kicking it for a while too. So that's why I wanted to make sure I give my man a shout out. You know what I'm saying?
What up, dude?
Shaggy, baby. Yeah, Shaggy. Hey, okay. I should have been in the messages. I've been over here playing around, not even looking up here. But yeah, I see it, man. Shaggy's a hell of a support. I appreciate Shaggy for coming through, man. Thank you, bro.
Man, I love Shaggy, man. One of the most genuine people that you could know in Web3. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
Illy,
for
man,
sure.
I wanna thank you, Illy, for hanging with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And doing your thing, man. You know,
All the
you
time.
you you're a good partner to know. You know what I'm saying? Good partner to
Come on.
have. You feel me?
Hey,
Yeah.
listen, man,
Yeah, you
at
are,
the end of
bro.
the day, real ones gonna link up, you know what I'm saying? I know it's a busy world out here, you know what I'm saying? We all got our one, two that we doing the web too, but I mean, at the end
Yeah.
of the day, real ones gonna link up when need be, you know what I'm saying?
You heard me?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
And we want to let Ali know that we love him too. You know what I'm saying?
Of
We
course,
appreciate you
of
getting on the back
course.
end.
That's
and our
what's up.
LA.
homeboy, and our homeboy Naked Nuts. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our homeboy Naked Nuts.
Yeah,
My
Naked
homeboy,
Nuts. Yeah, what up, though?
What up,
Jack
though?
Analog. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the
Man,
homeboy
shout
Jack
out.
Analog.
Man, shout out to my man Chick Banchero, bro. We want getting ready to do this thing February 2nd. Sonic was
Hey,
no
it's
necessary.
called No Hook Necessary. It's coming out February the 2nd, 2024, just in case anybody listening to this years from now, you know what I'm saying, and y'all doing y'all research. Y'all make sure y'all go pick that up. Shout out to the homeboy NF Tempo now for coming through too. It's shooting the shit. I am your boy, Kaveli the Punisher White. I kicked it with TooiLLY. We interviewed
Yo,
Robb Nickels.
what
Had the
up?
Yeah.
homies come through in this bitch, and we
Yeah.
out.